You know, just all I'm saying is make women's faces their features a little bit more masculine, and they could be just as creepy as us guys.
Yes, they have it in them. It's in their heart. If you want something sexually, you can be a creep about it.
Oh, ladies. Oh yeah, man. What was I'm gonna ask you, what is the creepiest creep shit that a girl's ever done? Maybe not to you or somebody that you know.
Just something I've
that
heard.
they told you that you've heard is like the weirdest, like.
And at the most, yeah. Okay, I got one. And now here's the thing. I guess this is guy definition of creepy, right?
Yeah.
But right when COVID started, a good friend of mine, he was like, he was still trying to date or whatever, Bumble, whatever the fuck, and he had started dating this girl. But he's like, I went on like 2 dates with her. She stayed over, they had sex or whatever, and she had a laptop because she goes to school or something like that, or it's her work laptop, and she left it there at his place, right? But he, like, after being with her, like, just out of her personality or something, she was annoying. He never wanted to see her again. And basically, to hold on to this relationship and try to fix it to work, she just would refuse to pick it up until he was like, well, I've left your laptop with security. I'm never asking about it ever again. And then he's like, I have no idea if she picked it up or not. But she, like, you ever heard of Cinderella-ing someone? Like, it's where you leave something so you have to come and get it later. That's what she was doing.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
Like, just throw it all away.
That's what he did. He didn't throw it away, but he gave it to security. He's like, a girl may come and pick this up. It was left at my apartment. Like, give it to her when she picks it up. And then he just, out of mind.
Yeah, like, I was thinking about, like, what creepy situation happened to me. This happened a very long time ago. Like, I was in high school. There was a girl that lived across the street from us, and the way I actually met her, she was on her roof with one of her friends, and I was talking to a friend, and basically just sort of says, should I shout something to them?
Yeah.
Like, sort of about, like, watch your step or some shit, just something dumb. And I did, and we talked for a bit, and then, so that's how we kind of met, and, say hi here and there. Then one night, I'm, like, playing video games, or I'm, like, watching something, and it's, like, probably, like, 1 something in the morning, and it was late, and fucking I'm going to turn my lights off and shit, and I look outside my window,
yeah,
and I see across the street she's at her window staring basically into mine. So I kind of saw that, and I kind of, like, stumbled back, and I kind of, like, hit the lights, and I dropped to the ground, and I just crawled to my phone. I dialed one of my buddies who I knew was awake, and I told him what was happening. Like, oh, this creepy chick, man. Like, I just went to go turn everything off, and she's staring into my window. And he just goes, yeah, but is she hot?
But that's why we'll always win. They do have creepy moments. But...
yeah, where all it takes is for her to, and which she wasn't.
She was, which is also the only reason you thought it was creepy.
It's because she's not attractive.
Like,
if she was hot, I would have fucking Robin Hooded, like, all the way there, like, shot an arrow and then glided right all the way.
Because she was ugly.
Run, Forrest, run!
Ah, you hack. I hate that makes me laugh so much. It actually really tickled me.
Something about soundboards is just good stuff.
Well, fucking, yeah, that was like, they're not above being weird.
No,
weird is one thing, but creepy weird.
The thing is, I think the things they do, we don't consider creepy because it usually ends up in us being an ass at the same time. Like what that girl did to my friend by leaving her laptop and hoping she would get a chance to come back. She kept trying to convince him, like, oh, well, just we'll hang out and I'll come and pick it up or whatever. And he had to keep saying no. Like that, if that was the end of the story and eventually he was just nice, let her come back up and then had a quiet conversation like, hey, listen, I'm just not interested. Here's your laptop. I'm sorry. Go. Right?
Yeah.
But our stories where girls are creeps always ends up with us being an ass, where he's just like, oh, fuck this girl. I left the laptop at security and walked away. Like, if that's why they don't get called creepy, is because we're assholes to the creepy girls.
Yeah. So it's almost like our assholeness overshadows their creepness.
But it shouldn't. I'm saying it shouldn't, but that's when people hear the story, they catch that part and they kind of skip over. Also, I think we've normalized, like, there's certain things girls can do. I used to have a joke about this, which I don't like. It's cringy to do your material, but I just used to say, like, if you were in a club, it would be completely normal. No one would think it's weird if a girl said, I've been watching you all night and I want to take you home, right? But if a guy says that exact sentence, there is a creep vibe to that. Like, I've been watching you all night. All night. I've been at this bar, been having my drinks, and I've stared at you all night. There's something wrong with that. But because it's a girl, you're like, that's cute. That's she's a whore. That's more. They're not creepy. They're like, she's a whore. That's what you think.
I just really hope that joke kills on this podcast, unlike it did when you used to perform.
I didn't do any of my fucking magic around it that takes just words and turns them into a joke. You know?
Yeah.